Good morning, me hearties, and a big dinky do to you. It's just me, Scottie McClue. It's Saturday morning, nothing gets past me, and it's just gone 9:20 in the morning. It's the 23rd of September, 2023, 9:30 in the morning. Sorry, 9:20 in the morning, and good to have you with us. And a big dinky do to you, I say. Excellent stuff. Now, we're live streaming. When you're coming on, do tell us exactly where you're watching from. We love that. I don't mean your address or anything. Just tell us roughly the place you're watching from, and that would be great. There's Kareem. Kareem, you're watching from the west of Scotland. Is that correct? Good morning. I hope you're well. And you too, my dear fellow. And a big dinky do to you, I say to you. Lovely to have you with us. Excellent stuff. I don't know how you manage it, Kareem. You're an amazing guy. So there we have it. Watching from the Isle of Arran, Scotty. Warren, how lovely to have you from the Isle of Arran. We love it. I used to go down to Whiting Bay and loved Whiting Bay, Brodick, Corrie, Lumlash. Don't tell me. I've got more Lochranza. Fantastic. Scotty, today I'll be in Falkirk for the Independence Walk. Excellent, Kareem. There's a lot of dafties on there asking me if independence is dead. And you can see from the responses that very much not, I'll say to you. Dinky-Doo, hi, Scotty. Dinky-Doo to you. Harley, lovely to have you with us. And welcome, I say. Good morning from Brum, sir. Have a splendid day. And Kaz, how lovely to have you with us from Birmingham. Yay, Dinky-Doo, Scotty. Excellent stuff. Wonderful, David. Thank you very much for joining us. Now we've got Connor with us as well. Dinky-Doo, ya millionaire pensioner, says Jerry. Jerry, a long way away from the pension, but very nice of you to think of me as senior. Good morning from Bothwell. Excellent, Motherwell and Bothwell. Yes, indeed. Dinky-Doo, it's the recovery walk today. Now, tell me more about that. Hiya. There we are. Hiya. Morning from Hamilton. Liam, lovely to have you with us from Hamilton, a place I'm very, very fond of. Guys, if you're watching right now on TikTok, please get following me. Up to the top left, click the plus. Morning from Stirling, and also tap your phones like crazy. Tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap. I think that's important. Good morning from Stirling. Trucker Dave, we salute you in Stirling. How lovely to have you with us. When I set up the radio station for Stirling, I remember standing at the castle ramparts, and I looked down and I actually asked myself, right, are you doing this? Can we do it? And we did it. How amazing is that? And that station's still on air 33 years later. Hello from Strochen in Bonnybridge. Have I got right? Strochen in Bonnybridge. We like Bonnybridge. Yes, indeed. Scotty, what makes a good radio station? Personalities. The local touch, even if it's a national or international station. An understanding of the human condition, being able to relate to your audience, not just reading off a liner card. That was the Beatles, here's the Stones. Dinky-Doo, Chazza Dinky-Doo. Although that's not the fault of a lot of the DJs. They're told what to say. That's not fair, is it? I tell you. Lord Pineapple, good morning. Hello from the jungle, Eddie. Dinky-Doo, lovely to have you with us. From the jungle, Dinky-Doo. Scotty, hello, Bean. When we celebrate everyone's recovery from drugs or alcohol, and we also mourn people's losses. Hiya, what an incredibly powerful thing to do. Thank you for the recovery walk. We love it, absolutely. There we are, a nickname after you. All right, Scott. Hi, Scott. My dad used to call me Scottie McClue when I was a wee boy. Isn't that lovely? Hi there from Australia. There we are. I knew a boy who stayed in Stornoway, and he actually was about 14 when he realized his name wasn't God. You know, his father used to say, "Oh, God, would you come in here?" I attended a recovery cafe and wasn't welcomed, says Leanne. Wow, that's a bit of a shame. And now there we are. I miss Scotland. Well, we all miss Scotland, but we've got a touch of the old Scotland, I say. So that's rather good. Good morning, everybody. We're also streaming live on the YouTube channel. So if you want to take a trip to the YouTube channel and subscribe, please do. Tyler has given me a beautiful red rose. Thank you, Tyler. That is very, very kind of you. I'm spamming likes for you. No, never spam anything. But give us lots of likes. 1,100. Do you still do the radio phone in? Yes, we do it on here. 9 o'clock tonight. I'm sorry that happened to you. You're always welcome. So there you are. Isn't that lovely? That's to the lady that felt she wasn't welcomed in the recovery cafe. I say to you, Harley, no, we don't go in and just say random words, Harley. You know, I mean, of course I could say all sorts of words, but we don't. Scotty, hello. Yeah, got it. I'm a medical professional and don't look like an alcoholic. But you see, what does an alcoholic look like? There are not always signs unless their illness is very advanced. I mean, it's a drug. The best thing I've ever heard said about alcohol was a builder, an absolute lovely man from southwest Scotland. He said to me, "Aye, drink's all right unless it gets a hod of you." A hod of you. Is that not amazing? There we go. I just got a prompt if I liked this live stream and said it wasn't appropriate for TikTok. Rise art. I've never heard so much rubbish in all my life. You never got a prompt and it never said that. So you're a man not to be trusted. Tyler's just given me a huge gift. So there we are. When it gets a hot of you, hey, isn't that not incredible? Who have we got here? Have you been to the hydro? Which hydro, Chris? I've been to lots of hydros. I used to tour all the time. 4 years I was on the road touring. Well, hello, Scotty. Follow us, guys, as soon as you can. Every right-thinking, thoroughly decent human being would have no problem following Scottie McClue. Have the most amazing day. Thank you very, very much. There we are. And DINKY-DOO. All right, Scotty. Right direction. Right direction. I used to be in a band called No Direction. What about that? I say to you, Scotty, can we get a recovery? So there we are. Yes, you can get anything from me. Best wishes. Hi, I'm from Glasgow, but live in Bonnybridge. So there we are. I've never felt so isolated, says Leanne. That's a funny hat. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I think it's pretty funny as well. It'd be funny if I didn't have it on. I can tell you that for nothing. Come and join us if you're on the YouTube channel. Get subscribing. A shout out to Greenock today doing the recovery walk. See loads of you there. Thank you, Sober Scott. What a lovely, lovely thing to be doing. Say, Scottie McClue says hi to every single one of you. And DINKY-DOO. Now, talking of having a drink, I can give you a choice of Scottish water. That's lovely. I've just spilt it down my front. And I'll try and avoid doing the same with my tea. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, it's absolutely lush, that tea. I can thoroughly recommend it. Will do, Scotty. Thank you, Scott. Hi, Scotty, says Emily. So there we are. If they ban bullies in the UK, they should ban girls too, says Matt. Matt, that sounds a bit harsh. Bit of history there, I think. Thanks, Scotty, for the giggles. Leanne, the giggles are 100% free. Big respect for Scotland, says Luca. Luca, we love you. Thank you for your big respect. Wonderful stuff. Excellent, I say to you. Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Everybody should follow Scottie McClue. The London chappie has joined us. DINKY-DOO London chappie. We love you in London. How amazing is that, I say. Right, guys, I need about another 50 followers, so get to it. Get up to the top and click the plus. Why are there so many large ladies in Scotland? Well, Scotland's a large country and we do everything big. There are a few large men as well. There we are. Alpha Kenny, thank you very much. Matt, Dinky-Doo, I say to you. Hello, Scotty from Glasgow. Darren, we love Glasgow. We're a fine part of the world, I say. Guys, if you're watching right now, have you tried the YouTube channel? You'll see the URL on the TikTok bio. Give it a wee tap. Have a look, subscribe, come back and join us. Follow us as soon as you can. Barnsley, says Nikki, with drop bottoms. I ain't got drop bottoms, Scotty. Yes, you have, my lovey. Well, there we are, Dinky. Not you. I'm just talking about Barnsley in general. And Dinky-Doo, mate. Hope you're well and good. Robert, good morning. And a very warm welcome to Scottie McClue on TikTok and YouTube. We're on the YouTube channel, guys. It's just called the World's Top Talk Show. OMG, Dinky-Doo, Leanne, Trucker Dave, Barnsley. They're the bottom bucket bashers. We like Barnsley. I actually loved it. I used to go and have a fish and not a fish, an egg and chip supper in the local superstore. It was called the superstore. I've never seen so many people disappointed as the Barnsley people when they voted for Brexit, hoping to keep Yorkshire just for the Yorkshire people. And then they found out it was all a scam. I tell you, and they ended up, Barnsley. Come on, the Hearts, Riley, Dinky-Doo. This is my story. This is my song. Dinky-Doo to you, Scottie McClue from G. How lovely to have you with us. Is that the G? The famous G, I say. Or are you just a top G? Tell 10 about Scottie McClue live on TikTok and YouTube just for you, saying Dinky-Doo. Guys, can everybody get tapping their phones? I've got 2,500 likes. And we've only been up about 12 minutes. Can we get a wee tune, Scotty? Yeah, we'll give you a tune. Don't worry about that. I have the squeeze box here from Cambers Lang. So there we are. Now, what have we got? Yes, indeed. Have you heard of an egg in a cup? Old Scottish thing mixed with toast. Of course, Jay. What do you mean, heard of? I regularly have an egg in a cup. Soft boiled, mixed up, little bit of butter, and then onto your hot toast. Stop! Fantastic. How good is that? Did you play the posh rich guy in Still Game? No, Paul. Paul, I was not in Still Game, but I've been credited with being the original inspiration for Still Game on account of my flat cap, my bonnet. If you look at all the Still Gamers, they all wear bonnets, and that's apparently a tribute to Scottie McClue. So there we go. Scots were here with Wallace bled. Scots wham Bruce has Afton led. And I'll complete it for you. Welcome to your gory bed or to victory. Hello, Scotty. Scots were here with Wallace bled. Scots wham Bruce has Afton led. Welcome to your gory bed or to victory. Now's the day and now's the hour. See approach proud Edward's power. What's the last? Da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. Chains and slavery. And yet we became enslaved in 1707. My gran called her budgie Scotty after you. So do you not do the radio anymore, or do you do it online, or are you tired? Sober. I'm far too young to retire. I shall retire in, now let me get this right. I shall retire in 17 years is earmarked for retirement, and I should be able to recover financially by then. I lost all my money to a very, very bad person. Thoughts on 75% increase in funding for the monarchy during the cost of living crisis? Perfect. Absolutely. The monarchy brings us so much money during the cost of living crisis that we should not grudge giving the monarchy another handful of potato crisps, because that's all it costs you. So you've said another 75 million. I heard it was just 50 million. So maybe you've got an inflated figure from somebody who's not a monarchist. You should be Prime Minister, man. Jay, you know I'm not a politician. Oh no, Scotty, that's terrible. Oh, Trucker Dave, you wouldn't believe it. Just the only one bad man I've ever met in my life. Isn't that a shame? But there we are. You're honest. I am very, very honest, JB. That's my problem. Have you ever been to New York? Sadly, that's a luxury I've been denied up until now, but I've been told, Scottie McClue, if you went on in New York, you would clean up radio and television. No radio station. Same pattern. I listen to the old stuff on YouTube. McDonald. I've never heard so much nonsense in all my life. I had a call just very recently from a radio station, very, very keen to put Scottie McClue on. There we are. And there's nothing wrong with having the same pattern for 31 years. All right, so don't be daft. I've been in Scotland every second year. Scotty, I love your old stuff on YouTube. McDonald, that's a bit better. You nearly got yourself a lifetime ban there for cheeking up. DINKY-DOO, Scotty. But you're on here begging. No, I'm not begging. I've never, ever, ever begged for a penny. What I'm saying is I'm on here delivering Scottie McClue for free. Yeah? And if you're feeling flush and you want to give me something, that's fine. But I have never, ever, ever, ever begged. So I don't know where you got that from. But I think there's a wee goal up there, McDonald. You can stick a few quid in there. What we are doing is asking any people who would like to give money to buy equipment or to pay for little bits of advertising for what we're doing for the show on a Saturday night at 9 o'clock. That's a different thing. Yeah. But we've never, ever, ever begged McDonald. So you need to just take all that on board and realize that Scottie McClue is a winner and has always been a winner. And we had 250,000 people listening every half hour on the radio 31 years ago. We've just passed 1 million viewers on the YouTube channel. We could do with more subscribers if you're feeling flush. We've had, I think, 150 million viewers to the TikTok channel. So I think you need to get your act together. And last week on YouTube, we had 21.6 thousand watched Scottie McClue. That's not bad, is it? Hi, Scottie McClue, DINKY-DOO. I am supporting your charity. Ian Start, you are fabulous. The Figgy Young Team, Scotty Boy, GB, we love Figgy. I want Figgy restored. Oh, I think I've touched a nerve. No, you haven't touched a nerve, McDonald. You told a lie. That's what I don't like, the dishonesty of what you said. You misconstrued the truth. So you haven't touched a nerve. You told a lie. And we've put it right now, so you don't need to panic. There we are. Fantastic. Figgy's on tour, McClue. Loved your Hallam radio slot, Scotty. Radio Hallam. How good was that? Hallam FM. Barnsley. Leeds. Sheffield. Yorkshire. Morning from Drumnadrochit, Scotty. I love Drumnadrochit. I went through it a month ago. So there we are. A DINKY-DOO, I say to you. Yes, we will get a wee tune to the squeeze box. If you've just joined us on the YouTube channel, welcome, welcome. TikTokers, visit the YouTube channel and be kind enough to subscribe. Every TikToker, I spoke to you a few times live on the Hallam show. Yes, we had so many fabulous calls. Do you know, can I tell you a story? After Hallam, I went over to the northwest of England, and we did the whole of Liverpool, Manchester, Preston, Blackpool, all the whole of the northwest, 5.2 million people. And after that, I went back to Magic Radio in Sheffield, and we put all the Magic stations together. So we were on in Sheffield, Leeds, Hull, all that sort of stuff. Fantastic, fantastic chats. And I'd only been back in the building for about an hour. And this was about 5 years after I'd been on Hallam FM, right? And I picked up the phone. The phone rang. Well, if it hadn't rang, I wouldn't have picked it up if it hadn't rung. But the phone rang in the office, and I picked it up, and I said, Hallam FM. And this voice said, excuse me, can I ask if you're... what did you say? I said, Hallam FM. Hang on, are you him? I said, am I who, Livy? That's Scottie McClue. My husband loves you. Now, all I'd said was, hello, Hallam FM, or good afternoon, Hallam FM. And this lady knew it was me on the phone. 5 years, well, actually, 4 years after we'd left Hallam FM. Is that not amazing? Morning from Dundee. We love you in Dundee, and a big dinky-doo to you, I say to you. Morning, Scottie and everyone. Just up before I head out. Amy, can you tell us where you're heading out to, or is it a secret? There, where we won't say. Guys, I need another 26 followers. Can I have 26 followers? I've got 5,100 likes. Thank you to the beautiful people that have been going tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap on their telephones. That's amazing. A very good morning to all of you, I say to you. Morning, Fee Dundee. I'm Stervin off for a pay. Fantastic. We love it. Guys, if you're all watching, can you all follow, or make sure you have followed up to the top left, up there, and you click plus. Follow the live stream. Where were you born, says Darren? I was born in the house. I was born at home, and the doctor missed me. The doctor was a bit late. So there you are. And when he arrived, he said, my father was there, and my father said, is there anything I could do? He said, do you have a poker in the house? So my father thought, yes. So he went and got a poker, and he polished it up and boiled it. And he brought it into the doctor. He said, what do you want me to do with this? He said, could you give the fire a poke? It's a wee bit cool in here. Oh, what about that? Did you know? Good morning from Thurso, says Doug's Monsters. Doug's Monsters, I can't believe this. We love having you on from Thurso. Yes, indeed. My cousin was born in Thurso. My uncle was setting up the roads for Dún Ray. Isn't that beautiful? For the Atomic Energy Authority, the AERE Dún Ray. Have I got that right? Justin Pugh has sent me a duckling. Justin, that's very kind of you. Thank you. There we go. Lol, Amy, says Robert. Fantastic. And we've got the squeeze box, guys. If we're needing a tune, just shout out. I'll show you, because most people don't believe it. They go, let's see it. Let's see it. Have you ever met doubting Thomases? People that doubt you, they don't believe you're actually playing the squeeze box, all that. So it's there. If you need a tune, just shout, and we'll get you a tune. Hello, everybody. Thank you for following. Let me see how many more followers we need, guys. Oh, wow. I need another 23 followers, please. Very, very quickly, as quick as you can. Yes, a tune, mate, says Robert. We'll get your tune. So where was I born? I was actually born in Greenock. Or as a person from England once tried to correct me and said, oh, Greenock. I said, no. Greenock person from London trying to be a smarty pants, thinking you know the west of Scotland better than me. So Greenock, you're from Greenock. Oh, Greenock. Fantastic. Follow us, guys. Can you not tell from my Greenock accent? I say to you, not that I've got much of an accent now, this is just the way I speak. It's wonderful stuff. Follow us as soon as you can. Lots and lots of following, please. Everybody tapping their phones. Right, guys, we're down to 21 followers. I need 21. 21 it is. Follow us as soon as you can if you've just joined us. Shawnee says he's a Freemason of 32nd degree. Is that good, Shawnee? Is that? How many have you done? The monarchy has nothing to do with Scotland. Not one of them has taken the Scottish oath. Fact, Hobbit. You're talking complete and utter bunkum, right? In 1603, the Scottish crown took over the English crown. So Nemo me impugn la cassette took over Oniswaki Meli Pons, yes, and they've got it. What's the other motto for the English crown? Dieu est mon droit. So there you go. So what's that? As God is my witness, Dieu est mon droit. There you go. And Oniswaki Meli Pons. Shame on him who thinks evil of it. Evil do to he who evil does. In other words, they could probably just write karma across the bottom of the Order of the Garter. Not that I think they'll do that because I've mentioned it. So there you are. So what meadow we me nemo me impugn the cassette. So the crown is Scottish. Step 1. All right. And it became the British crown, Scotland and England, and I think the Irish crown as well, in 1701, because they were realizing that Scotland and England and Ireland and Northern Ireland and Wales are all separate countries. So they wanted to have an umbrella. Now, the monarchy, well, you'll find that the late Queen Elizabeth II's father was a direct descendant of Malcolm II. The late Queen Elizabeth's mother was 100% Scottish. The late Queen Elizabeth herself was 50% Scottish. King Charles has Stuart bloodlines. So there you are. And they have, I think, 7 residences in Scotland, official. So there you are. Several official ones, some without a roof, mind you. And what else? And a Grace and Favour house in Edinburgh, the Queen's house in Edinburgh in Murray Place. And the only Grace and Favour house in Scotland, as far as I know. What else can I tell you? The Prince of Wales is the Duke of Rothesay, the Lord of the Isles, and Baron Renfrew. And the Prince of Wales' brother is the Duke of Edinburgh. Sorry, Prince of Wales' uncle, Edward, is the Duke of Edinburgh. And King Charles is the King of Scotland and the head of state. And you will find that he took the oath at St. Giles Cathedral about a month ago. Fact. So there you go. So Hobbit, everything you've written there is complete and utter nonsense. All right? You got that? There we go. Poor old Hobbit. You'll be going, oh, I thought somebody told me. All that stuff. So there you go. So the monarchy has everything to do with Scotland. And until the Scots get 100% behind the crown, independence is toast. And that's coming from somebody who thinks independence would be not a bad idea, certainly economically, although as a politician, I might trade full independence for hanging on to every penny Scotland makes. All right? Have a think about that one. Please wish my wife Lorna good morning, Scottie. I'd be delighted to do that, Jay. Good morning, Lorna and Jay. Qui separabit Scottie, JB, Songpa. Morning from Dundee. Morning, everybody. Can you speak Ulster Scots? I certainly can. There's no problem at all, I say to you. Fantastic. Now, there we go. TikTok has just got a new follower, guys. Good morning, Scottie. When are you back on the radio? It's still under discussion, but it shouldn't be too long. Do you like the big eyes there? There we go. The king owns the castle here in Thurso. Absolutely, Doogie. Doogie, are we talking the Castle of May? Or are we talking Thurso? Am I not right in thinking you've got Lord Thurso, and are they not Sinclairs? Yes? Am I right? Is John Thurso the chief of the Sinclairs? Have I got that right? Who wants the tune, says Robert? I lived in Cromarty for a while. So there we are. Ah, fantastic Doug's Monsters. Next door to the Lodge in Cromarty in the Black Isle. Are we talking the Black Isle? Did you know the actor Richard Wilson? He was from Greenock. I'm sure he was a lot older, though. Yes, Richard's older than me. Richard will probably be in his 80s now. A very, very highly talented, clever, funny man, and a great actor. He was born in Dunlop Street in Greenock, which I know very, very well. Had friends in Dunlop Street. And I wonder if that's what they used to call the steel houses. Were the steel houses in Dunlop Street? So a lot of Greenock had to be rebuilt after the Blitz. And Richard was, I think he was he a microbiologist or a technician at the old Gateside Hospital, which my father used to help maintain. The Gateside Hospital. Yes, indeed. I think it had originally been a fever hospital, and Richard worked in the lab at Gateside Hospital. I think I've got that right. He would probably tell me, or he would say to me, Scottie, I don't believe it. So there you have, but a wonderful actor and a great director as well. Do you remember Richard as Eddie Clougherty, the agent in Tutti Frutti? Hello, it's Eddie here, Eddie Clougherty. There we are, wonderful actor. Can't find number 7 Royal Residence. Amy, we'll go through it. Amy's got them, Balmoral Castle. Well, it is a royal residence, but it's actually privately owned by the monarch of the day. They usually leave it to each other or pass it on. Birk Hall, yes, correct. Craiggowan Lodge, yes. Palace of Holyrood House, yes. Scotland's seabeds, 6 Scottish forestry and rural estates, including Fochabers. No. Dumbarton Castle, Tarbert Castle, Falkland Palace, Linlithgow Palace. I think these are all royal residences. I think I'm correct in saying. And I could probably come up with 1 or 2 more. So what have you got there? 5. And I've given you 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I've given you another 9, so come on. Good morning, Scottie, DINKY-DOO Fraser, and lovely to have you with us. 7,200 likes. I need another 13 followers, please. Can 13 of you follow me right now? What's the deal with the likes of Stirling Castle and Edinburgh? Who do they belong to? Well, Edinburgh Castle, I had this discussion with a guy who said it's not a royal residence, but there's actually within Edinburgh Castle a royal palace. Now, Stirling, I'm not sure who Stirling Castle belongs to because, of course, the Argylls were billeted in Stirling Castle, but their most senior officer is the king. You see, the head of the army and the armed forces is the monarch. So the most senior officer would be the king. That's why people fight for the king, for the crown. Absolutely. Although I was hearing last week that the crown is essentially another name for the money from the City of London. So there you have it, that the crown resides in the jurisdiction of the City of London. Has anybody else heard that? There we are. I know that the monarch has to ask permission from the Lord Mayor to enter the City of London officially. Good morning, everybody. Lovely to have you with us. If you've just joined us, you're watching Scottie McClue. We're live on TikTok and YouTube just for you. So there we are. So, Amy, I will check that up for you. But Edinburgh Castle and Stirling Castle are garrisons. Yeah, Edinburgh Castle is certainly a garrison. So Edinburgh has a general officer commanding the army in Scotland. Yes, have we got that? And of course, the Argylls, fantastic regiment. Do you know all the regiments? Excellent. Do you want me to run through the Scottish regiments for you? Because now it's the Royal Regiment of Scotland. So they're saying there's only one regiment. But you've got, I think, is it 6 Scots or 7 Scots? So there you are. You've got Balaclava. Yes, they're favourites of mine because that, I think, is the old Argylls. That tea is lush, I tell you. So there, and you've also got to remember the Grace and Favour House in Edinburgh, the Queen's House, in the city of Edinburgh. So there's another one. You ever been in bar? No, I don't think so, Jay. Brilliant, says Pinsider. Pinsider, lovely to have you with us. Legend, says Mickey. Morning, Scotty from Lancashire. Connor, we love you. Hello, a real Scotsman. Yes. Follow us, guys, as soon as you can. Pardon me, the Scots have been lied to since 1707. The United Kingdom is not a country. Correct. Correct, Hobbit. Now, you got that right. The United Kingdom is 4 separate countries. So when you hear the likes of a prime minister, like Theresa May when she was resigning, I love this country. What country was she talking about? Was she talking about Scotland or England or Northern Ireland or Wales? Another one, Boris Johnson. I love this country. You know, which country is he talking about? I love the UK. I love Britain. You see, you can't live in Scotland, England, Northern Ireland, or Wales and not be British. You just can't. That's where it makes me think, what are these people even thinking when they go, are you a Brit in Northern Ireland? Are you a Brit? Everybody in Northern Ireland is a Brit. You might be a Northern Irish Brit, but you're a Brit. Or you might be an Irish Brit, but you're a Brit. You see, newsflash, everybody. DINKY-DOO. Everybody was shouting at their radios and not their radios, their computers and their phones. There we are, the Castle of May. Yes, Castle of May is a royal residence. Well, no, I don't know if it counts as an official royal residence or as a private royal residence like Balmoral. You see? And what's the other one? You see, there are many other royal residences that we don't think about. Down, for instance, you've got Buckingham Palace, you've got Sandringham, you've got Windsor, but you've got Frogmore, you've got Royal Lodge, you've got Marlborough House, I think, St. James's Palace. Yes, we're doing well. You've got What else have you got for royal residences? There used to be a palace in Whitehall. I think that the parade for that, for Whitehall Palace, is Horse Guards, I think. So there's still remnants of that. You've got Hampton Court. You've got Windsor Castle. We said that one, didn't we? You've got, what else have we got? You've got royal residences in Wales. So there we are. I'm trying to think about the status of Northern Ireland, what royal residences we've got there. But once you start having a look, there's quite a few places I can't tell you. There we are. And all these castles across Wales, I mean, who do they belong to? I know they might be administrated by the National Trust. There we are. Do you remember the Yamaha 600? I just fixed one up. They're a good bike. The FZR. Robert, I can remember when the Japanese bikes came to this country and just almost wiped out the British motorcycle industry. Because when I was a wee boy, we were absolutely covered in motorcycle manufacturers. Let me give you some. James, the James Captain, Matchless, BSA, Triumph, AJS, Indian, Velocet. Who else do we have? Let me keep going. The Douglas with the square tank, which poor Uncle Harry was killed on a Douglas, my great uncle. Uncle Harry, you can see if you flip down the TikTok videos, you'll see a picture of Uncle Harry on his Douglas. What else did we have? Then you're the scooters, although I think they were imported, were the Lambrettas and the Vespas. You had the mopeds, the Rally Runabout, the Mobilette, the Wisp, the Honda 50, the Honda 90, the Honda 125. Was there a Honda 150? I think there was. There was a 250, a 500, all that stuff. But you had the British motorcycle industry. And the post office had the telegram boys running about in BSA Bantams. Angela has sent me red roses. What a lovely thing to do. Morning to Scotty. Morning, Tracy. DINKY-DOO. I say to you, so lovely to have heard with. Guys, I've got 9,900 likes. Everybody want to tap and make it 10,000. That's incredible. Oh, God, that's brutal to know. I'm only 36. Robert, so you didn't know about the British motorcycle industry. Huge, absolutely huge. And beautiful big bikes like the Triumph Bonneville, the BSA Lightning and Thunderbolt. They were 650s. The BSA C15 Star Sapphire. No, not Star Sapphire. BSA C15 Starfire. BSA C15 Starfire 250. That was a great British bike. Very popular. Hi, Scotty. What do you think of the new online safety bill? Well, Tad the lad, we have to look very closely at it and see who it benefits and see who it keeps safe online. Because if you're still getting things you shouldn't be getting, fair enough. But we need to ensure that you can still get freedom of speech and all your live stuff. I mean, we've passed every single test. Whoa! Somebody's just given me a Roman Empire helmet. Did you spot it? There we are. Incredible. Guys, I need another 7 followers. Can everybody get following, please? The Scots, yes, we've done that one. Morning to you, everybody. You're watching Scottie McClue. Hashtag Floatai, the first lord of the internet. Please follow. Rangers carry Scotland, says RFC. Yes, indeed. And there's another reason. Now, I know football is not political, and I know football is not religious per se, but I think that you lost the loyalist vote at independence time. So 50% of the people went, no voting for that until they sort it out. So if the Scots get 100% behind the monarchy, they could save independence. If they don't, independence is toast and will be kicked into the long grass. And we don't want that, do we? But we could do with keeping our money. I need a tune, mate. Sorry to ask again, Scotty. Say martini shaken, not stirred. Martini shaken, not stirred. James Bond. Fantastic. We've just done an advert there. Ron's Quality Snacks in East Kilbride. We love it, Ron. There we are. We love it. Do you have the gift of the gab? No, I don't think so, although I have been told I'm quite articulate. I have been told I'm reasonably intelligent. I have kissed the Blarney Stone. I'm looking at a certificate right now from Blarney Castle in Ireland. Visited an old mining village yesterday, Bowness, very nice. Trucker lad, do you know? I heard last week that, is it Grangemouth, is a very challenged town economically. One of the most challenged in Scotland. And I thought, this is so wrong. It's got an oil refinery in it. The streets should be paved with gold. Hundreds of years of refining oil. Well, 100 years or whatever. 10,900 likes, guys. You're beautiful. Guys, tell me if you think Scottie McClue, hashtag FloatI, the first lord of the internet, has the gift of the gab. Robert wants a tune on the squeeze box. Is everybody up for that? Scots are sovereign. Well, they are, because her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II graciously granted parliamentary sovereignty to the Scottish people. But the monarch, the king, is the head of state for Scotland and is our sovereign lord, because he represents the crown. He's the curator and custodian of the crown. Although I think in temporary curation and custodian is the Duke of Hamilton. Is that right? Is he the keeper of the crown? So there you have it. I would need to check all that stuff. A fine fellow. His Grace, the Duke of Hamilton. Britain is not a country. No. Britain is a land mass. But there are 4 countries, 3 in Great Britain, called Great Britain because it's the big bit, the land mass, like Great Cumbria and Little Cumbria. And within that land mass of Great Britain are 3 countries. And we have another country within the land mass of Ireland called Northern Ireland. Although it's a wee bit new. Johnny come lately, 100 years old, 101, is that right? 101 pounds of fun. Right, Scotty, you talk that much, you breathe through your belly button. The voice of reason. Talking of the voice of reason, I would like everybody to look at a TikTok, a very recent one. And it's a voice I recognize. And also on the YouTube channel, check out, does anybody know who this voice is? So I recognize the voice. It's familiar. And something said voice of reason to me. I don't think it's you, voice of reason. I think it's another voice of reason. Why watch then? Says Robert. Good one. You get stuck into them. Lol, no one paid attention in school. I thought everyone knew about our history. Doug, the worst historians are politicians. How can I call you? You just dial the number. Ayrshire, God's own shire. We love you in Ayrshire. You've just got the #1 gifter badge, by the way, Justin. Play the sash. JB, that would not be appropriate because you could upset some people. Because I think, is the sash not regarded as ever so slightly sectarian? Or am I being harsh on the sash? I say to you, please wish my wife Lorna good morning. So there we are. The sash. I'll tell you what's a nice wee tune. The Fields of Athenry. Would you like that one? There we have it. I don't know him to ask, Chris, said Duke Johnson. How does the Duke of Sutherland represent the king? Well, there are royal dukes. The Duke of Sutherland is not a royal duke, but dukedoms are senior people in the order of precedence. Dukes, marquises, viscounts, the moderator of the Church of Scotland, the wives of dukes, marquises, viscounts, barons. You have all that, you see. I'm not any of those things. I once found a title in our family and asked my father, could I use that? And my father, who was just the loveliest man on God's earth, said, I wouldn't bother with that. You'll just end up selling tickets for things. How wonderful was he? That was the man who famously said, when I talked about rich people, people having money, they're not rich. They've just got money. You and I are rich because we're us. And we don't have to be anything else. Isn't that beautiful? History class in my school only taught us 3 subjects, World War I and II, and ancient Egypt law. Well, that sounds like a good school, Amy. And I don't know what age you are, but, you know, that sounds pretty good to me. Does everybody want a tune on the squeeze box? Tell me yes or no. I need 2 more followers. 2. There we have it. All right, sir. Dinky-Doo. Now, right, tune, squeeze box. Okay, here you go. You ready? Right. There you are. A wee tune in the squeeze box for all the beautiful, beautiful people of TikTok and YouTube. Scotty, that was absolutely excellent. Ching ching, I thank you. Some guys, sweet Egypt. I love that country. Well, ancient Egypt is very, very powerful, guys. I'm 42. Only 3 subjects. Should have taught more things like Scottish history. Well, I give you your Scottish history. See the number of people I've met to say, Scotty, we learned more from you off the radio than we ever did at the school. The Ching Ching, Scotty, how you been? Not spoke to you in ages. Ching Ching, lovely to have you with us and such a warm welcome. Guys, remember we're on at 9 o'clock sharp tonight. Now, can I trust every single one of you to tell 10, to tell 10, to tell 10, to tell 10 about Scottie McClue live on TikTok and YouTube, 9 o'clock tonight, Saturday night, sharp. Be there or be square. Right, Scottie, that was absolutely excellent. Thank you very much. I'll be there, mate. Robert, thank you. Did you like your tune? I'm away to watch the high bees just to get beat. Oh, ching, harsh on the high bees. I've only been to about 3 football matches, big football matches in my life, 3 or 4. And one of them was at Easter Road. And it was, I think it was Rangers Hibs. Would that be right? About 25 years ago. All right, everybody, dinky-doo. I did not like it, says Robert. I loved it, mate. You are very, very kind, Robert. And we thank the beautiful, beautiful YouTubers coming and joining us. Guys, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll get the URL on TikTok on the bio, guys. So we're on the bio. Wonderful stuff. What's that one? I support them, but they're terrible. Ching ching. Maybe I should come and give you a few bits of coaching. You know, I mean, when I was a goalie, nothing got past. You're live with Scottie's Phone In. Who's that?
Hi, Scottie, how are you?
Hiya, Dinky-Doo. Lovely to hear you. Is that fine? The young guy just called us up. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely, just for a wee chat. Right. I can teach me all right, pal, some rugby. Oh, I'll teach you rugby. Tight head prop. Straight down there. Bob! Yes, down first is the secret. Follow us, guys, as soon as you possibly can. I've got 13,900 likes. What's the time? We're going to have to go in 2 minutes, guys. We've got 2 minutes. Can everybody follow, please? I need more followers. We need to get the followers up. It's ridiculous. We've only got something like, I think it's 28,000 followers, and 150 million of you have viewed my TikTok videos. Come on. There we are. Bigger than any radio station, I tell you. There we are. I'm ahead, Scottie, but I'll definitely be there tonight. You would be a big hit with the orange walk with that accordion? Well, I was thinking more in going on maybe like a primrose walk rather than orange. Or is there such a thing as is there a purple walk? Do all the aristocracy walk on the purple walk? Guys, I'm going to have to go. I love you all so much. Been brilliant having you with us this morning. Remember to follow, to look at all the videos, share them, tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 about Scottie McClue. Jambalaya on the bio. Oh, it's the bio. I thought it was on the Scottie McClue bio. You know, that sort of stuff. Right, we have to dash. TikTokers, stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Join us tonight, 9 o'clock. Love you. Stay fabulous. Have we time for the goodbye song? Oh, yes. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Goodbye, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, and a cheerio. Love you guys. Ta-ra, stick out your tongues. Bye-bye. 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 Fantastic. And what can I say about our beautiful, beautiful YouTubers? Shall we just stay up all day? Would that be nice? See you tonight. And you, Rab, thank you very much. Bye for now, my man. Take care. Have a fab day. Have a fab day, everybody. And Dinky-Doo from Scottie McClue. Now's your chance, YouTubers. Subscribe, stick out your tongue and say ta-ta, ta-ta. Once more, after two, ta-ta.